Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. I'm just kidding, it's not my name. My name is Shayla Montoya, but I'm pretty sure some of you've all heard that line before. I'm here to tell you about my most embarrassing moment. My most embarrassing moment took place when I was in my 20s, when I was applying for a promotion with a high-end retailer where I had started when I was about 16. And when I needed to come to this interview, I was told by a few of my peers to bring a resume that was updated and to make sure it showed all my skills of all the things I had learned as I had moved up or advanced with this company. So I did that. I worked on it and I got different words to add to it so that I could show that my skills were transferable from one department to the next, hoping that I would oversee the entire store eventually. So what I did is I took my disc to the print shop so that they could print it on really nice paper, quality paper. And so I took it to them, and this disc was about this big. Nothing compared to the ones this size now, but it's pretty big. Wasn't floppy, but pretty close. And so I took it in there, and while I was there, I had just told her an explanation, which was resume, to print the resume. So she did, and she offered to put it in an envelope for me. And she put a few copies in there for me as well, which was great, so they wouldn't get ripped or burned or dropped or, I don't know, just anything that could happen. The fear of it not staying pretty, I was afraid all that would happen. Spills, cats, dogs, anything. I was like, oh gosh, don't let that happen. So they stayed protected in that envelope, and I took it to the interview. And I'm interviewing finally, and they're asking me all these things that seem so familiar, like I know the story so well, but it didn't seem like it was my story. Like, why are they not asking about me? Well, they thank me and they say, thank you, Tracy, for coming in to interview. And I said, no, well, I'm Shayla Montoya. And they look at me and they hand me back my resume. And the mistake was my mistake, but it was very embarrassing, was that when the print person had printed those resumes, she printed my husband's resume, which his name was Tracy. And what had happened was I'd forgot I put mine under Shayla's promotion, because at the time, if the words were too close, the documents would act kind of funny and they would get confused. Where now you could have Shayla's resume 1, Shayla's resume 2, but at that time, I had put under Shayla's promotion and handed out my promotion possibility to these people who were now thinking I was Tracy. So that is my most embarrassing moment. And so, to quote Princess Bride, I am not Indigo Montoya. You didn't kill my father. Don't prepare to die. But I do have a last name that's very popular and tends to get a lot of people saying that one-liner, which is still one of my favorites and one of my favorite movies. But my most embarrassing moment is giving my promotion over to my husband, who never worked for the company. Thank you so much for your time and listening to my ridiculous, most embarrassing moment.